Hello, everyone, and welcome to the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. We are here streaming live from Aces Minigolf Gloucester in what will be the final tournament played here at Aces Minigolf Gloucester. So it means there's a lot on the line for the winner. They will be the perpetual final and reigning champion here at Aces Mini Golf Gloucester. So this is a doubles showcase event. Players are going round in teams of two and showcasing their talents today on the world's biggest stage. We have Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis, Mark Gus, Kim Curson, Tom Loftus, Balazs Tompa, Steve Sturdy, Ruth Sturdy, Sevi Kukielka, James Carson, Cask, Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, Martin Williams, and Jane Paradise. We will be watching players play 3 rounds of best ball format. This is where each player in the pair plays the lane, but only the best score out of the two of them counts. What that means is there's a lot of strategy to think about today. If the first player in the pair scores a 2, then the second player can really attack the ace because the highest score they can possibly achieve is a 2. If the first player makes an ace, then of course the second player doesn't have to play because that will be their score. So only in these first 3 rounds will the lowest score from the pair count. And then the other score will be discarded. After all pairs play 3 rounds, there will be a cut. There will be a final event where only the top 2 pairs will go head to head, and one of them will become the winner of the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. And that final round will be played in alternate ball format or alternate shot format. And what that means is player 1 in the pair will start, and then wherever the ball ends up, player 2 will then play. And if player 2 doesn't make it in, it goes back to player 1 and so on. So you can put potentially your playing partner in a difficult position, or you can leave them in a nice position. The featured lanes, so we will have featured lane and then featured group coverage. We're starting with featured lane coverage. And the featured lanes that you can see on your screen are in the bottom left, lane 6, in the top left, lane 11, and in the bottom right, lane 16. These are really interesting lanes, and we will see our groups be making their way to these lanes shortly. So a lot of action to come today in the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event as we wait for our first groups to make their way to lane 6. Now, a good score in the best ball format is 25. So players today will be looking for a score of 11 under par. The best score, the record here, playing as a single player, the record achieved at this course is a 23. And that was actually achieved by one of our players today, Sevi Kukielka. So be on the watch for Sevi's group. Sevi is playing with James Kirsten Gask, as you can see there in the live scoring on the bottom right of your screens. Balaj Tompa and Tom Loftus off to a good start on one under par. Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis both on one under par as well. In terms of the players that we have here today, showcasing their abilities, we have players from Wales, that's Sevi Kukielka and Cindy Kukielka. A lot of players from Great Britain and also players from America, that's Tom Loftus, and player from Hungary as well, that's Balaj Tompa. So four different nationalities represented here today at the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. This is an opportunity for some of the best players who play in the World Adventure Golf Tour to showcase their abilities on the world stage, and also a chance for people at home to watch the what will sadly be the final tournament played here at Aces Mini Golf Gloucester. So we can see in the live scoring currently, we have Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis on 2 under after 4 lanes. They'll be on lane 6 shortly, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Balaj Tompa and Tom Loftus on -1 after 1 lane. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy on even par after 1 lane. And Mark Gask and Kim Curson on 2 over after 3 lanes. We can see just about at the top left of our screen the final group. That's Sevi Kukielka, James Carson Gask, Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, Martin Williams, and Jane Paradise just starting their first round. All players will play 3 rounds in best ball style, and then one final round, head to head, for the top 2 pairs to battle it out to win the title of WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase Champion. So we can see in the background there, Kim Curson on lane 5. Now, at the beginning of each lane, the players will have a choice as to who plays first in each lane. And there's some strategy here because it will impact what the second player decides to do. So now this is a group of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis on lane 6. But as I said, there's a strategy here, and we get to see that in play now because the pair of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis scored a 2. That means that this person now can attack the ace. Only an ace will count here. They've already scored a 2. And note that ball will be picked up because the ace has already been scored. So there, score a 2 on lane 6. And now Kim Curson playing with Mark Gask on lane 6. So Kim Curson to go first. Close. Good reaction there from Kim. She knows how close that was. A little bit of a tricky second putt here. 5-6 footer. Most players on lane 6 will be playing a similar shot to the one we just saw Kim do there over the hills. Ball moving left to right. Well read for Kim. And this means now that Kim's playing partner, Mark Gask, can attack the ace. So that ball will be picked up. Both players there in that group scoring a 2. Best result so far, Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis on 3 under after 6. Remember here, a good score for best ball would be about 25. That's 11 under after 18 lanes. The record on this course is a 23, which is held by Seviku Kielka, who is playing today with James Carson Gask. And in the background here, we can see the group of Tom Loftus Balaj Tompa and also Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy just about to make their way to lane 6. We'll be catching up with Ben Castine, Tony Davis, Mark Gask and Kim Curson shortly as they make their way to lane 11. One note on the scoring, there will be different places for live scoring for the final. If you click at the link at the moment in the comments, you can find where the final round will be scored. So do save that link so you can see the scoring when we get to the final round. The final round will be scored separately to the first 3 rounds. After the first 3 rounds, the best 2 players will go forward to a head-to-head alternating ball showdown. First to play lane 6 now. It's Tom Loftus from America. He'll be playing over the hills to his right, trying to swing the ball in from right to left as he looks at it for a front door ace. If he can make this ace, Balazs Tompa will not have to play the lane. Line looks good. There's not enough power. So Tom Loftus here. Little bit of a tester. Yeah, he knows the ball moves left to right. Oh dear, so that would be a free, which means Balazs Tompa's play is critical now. He has to get a 2 or lower to avoid his pair dropping a shot. It's Balazs Tompa now on lane 6. And meanwhile, oh, it's an ace for Balazs Tompa. So from a free to an ace, good result for that pair. Meanwhile, it is Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis now to start lane 11. As Ruth Sturdy plays lane 6. It's a good ace from Ruth Sturdy on lane 6. Good 2 as well on lane 11. This means the next shot on lane 11 will be an ace, or it will be picked up and discounted from the scoring. Very close on lane 11. It's a bit too hard to avoid the swing from right to left. Kim Curson now with a little bit of a tester on lane 11. Could speed for a 2. And misses. So it's up to Mark Gask to make sure that pair doesn't drop a shot on lane 11. So far, Balazs Tompa and Tom Loftus doing very well for under after 6 lanes, on track to hit that magic number of 25 we were talking about. And Mark Gask saving the 2 there for that pair on lane 11. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy, 2 under after 6. I think they just aced lane 7 as well, so it'd be 3 under after 7. And now on lane 6 is the group of Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Gas, who are currently 2 under after 5 lanes. This is James. Different kind of style than the one we've seen, but it was very close. A little bit of a tester coming back here for James, who is playing with the course record holder, Sevi Kukielka. Many people would have been watching Sevi Kukielka at the Manchester Adventure Golf Masters on Saturday. Bit too soft there. That's not going to do it for James Carson Gask. James Carson Gask, sorry. So Sevi Kukielka required to save that pair from dropping a shot. Lips out for Sevi Kukielka, so he needs to get this, otherwise this pair will drop a shot on lane 6. It's Sevi Kukielka now on lane 6. Needs this, otherwise they will drop a shot. But he gets it. It's a 2 for Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Gask on lane 6. They'll be 2 under after 6 lanes. Now, Cindy Kukielka on lane 6. Too soft for Cindy. A real test here for the 2 for Cindy Kukielka. Drops it in for a free. And now Matthew McPherson looking for a 2. Otherwise, they drop a shot. An ace would be even better, but not quite. So a tricky left to right putt here to avoid this pair from dropping a shot on lane 6. Good 2. Cindy Kukielka, Matthew McPherson will now be on 2 under after 6 lanes. Martin Williams here, not quite sure what that was. Certainly different style of shot to anything that we've seen today. Good 2 though from Martin Williams from a unconventional first shot. Jane Paradise now on lane 6. Might as well go for the ace, Jane. I think it's soft, yep. So Jane will pick that up as our group of 3 pairs make their way to lane 7. Looking quick look at the scores. Currently, Balazs Tomper, Tom Loftus, 6 under after 9 lanes. Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis, 8 under after 14 lanes. Then a bit of a gap. Martin Williams, James Paradise, 3 under after 6. Steve Sturdy, Ruth Sturdy, 4 under after 9. Sevi Kukiaka, James Kirsten Gask, 3 under after 7. Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukiaka, 2 under after 7. And Mark Gask and Kim Kirsten, 1 over after 14. And now we have Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis on lane 16. It's a volcano lane, quite a large tier with a bunker at the back to catch shots that are too hard. So as Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis get ready for lane 16, we have Tom Loftus and Balazs Tomper on lane 11. So Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis now on lane 16. Oh, that's a good shot. It's an ace on lane 16 for the pair of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. Very nicely played. Now, Kim Kirsten looking to do the same on lane 16. Just about up the volcano. That should be a 2. So now that opens the door for Mark Gask to attack the ace. They know the 2 is the highest score they can possibly get. So go for the ace, go hard. I like it. I think that was the right strategy. The line was just a little bit off. Mark Gask and Kim Kirsten will pick up a 2 on lane 16. Tom Loftus now. Close. And Tom Loftus is in the bunker on lane 11. Just about missing. So it'll be up to Balazs Tomper then to save them. 3 on the scorecard already. Well, hitting the rock. Not sure if that's intentional. Not normally the style of shot played here. But it should save the 2. And now Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy. Steve Sturdy to go first here on lane 11. Line looks good. Oh, very good attempt there for Steve Sturdy on 11. And Ruth Sturdy now looking for the ace on 11. Again, another very close shot. Okay, James Carson Gask now on lane 16. Good attempt. Very close from James. Sevi Kukielka then going for the ace on lane 11. Narrowly misses, so it'll be a 2 for Sevi Kukielka and James Carson Gask on 11. They will remain 4 under now after 11 rounds. Cindy Kukielka next on 11. Again, good attempt from Cindy. So Matthew McPherson now has an opportunity to go for the ace, to attack the ace. Needs to turn back in, but it doesn't. And Jane Paradise now on 11. Good attempt. Is the pace right for it to turn in? Yes, it is. Jane Paradise with an ace on 11. You can see results have been posted. Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis with a 26. Earlier we said 25 would be the magic number, so 26. Very good round indeed. Gives them definitely something to build upon throughout this tournament. All players here will play 3 rounds before a cut of the 2 best players going head to head in the final round. So a lot of action today. Do join us for all of that. But Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with 26 puts them in a very good position indeed. And Mark Gus, Kim Curson posting a 37. So they have some work to do, that's for sure, if they want to make the cut of the top 2 pairs. Meanwhile, though, it's the group of Tom Loftus, Balazs Tompa, Steve Sturdy, and Ruth Sturdy just about to make their way to lane 16. So we'll be catching that in a second. An ace set for Ruth Sturdy on lane 15. They're off to a good start. 7 under now. So now on lane 16, it's a group of Balazs Tompa and Tom Loftus, who are on a very healthy 9 under at the moment. Tom Loftus now on lane 16. And yet again, Tom Loftus is in the bunker. Receiving some guidance there from Sevi on the correct placing of the ball. This is going to be tough. Tom's in the bunker. He's got to get out of the bunker, up the volcano in the hole. There is a small dish around the hole. Not an easy shot at all. But pulls it off, opening the door now for Balazs Tompa to get an ace. He doesn't. Not that it matters, but Balazs Tompa is in the bunker. Steve Sturdy now. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy. 7 under after 15. They'll be looking for a few more aces, that's for sure. And it could happen right here. They have 3 lanes left to go in this round. It's Steve Sturdy on lane 16, looking for an ace. Oh, not enough. Ball comes back to his feet. So, take 2 for Steve Sturdy on lane 16. There'll be a free here. Ruth Sturdy needs to save the day. Can Steve call on Ruth right now to make sure they don't drop a shot here? It's Ruth Sturdy trying to save the day on lane 16. Saves the day in dramatic style. Ruth Sturdy with an ace on lane 16. Shortly, we'll be seeing the group that contains Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Gask, Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, Martin Williams, and Jane Paradise. See here, Martin Williams on 15. James Curson Gask now on lane 16. Seb Kukielka, James Curson Gask currently on 7 under after 15. They'll be looking for some more aces. Oh, don't quite find one there. Very good shot though from James Curson Gask. Seb Kukielka now has a clear runway to go for the ace. But doesn't find it. They will remain on 7 under after 16 lanes. Matthew McPherson now on lane 16. Good ace from Matthew on lane 16. And Jane Paradise now on lane 16. Jane Paradise is in the bunker. It's trouble in paradise for Jane. Jane will have another attempt to get out of the bunker. I think questions are going to be asked here of Martin Williams. Stroke 4, I believe. So Jane opting to take a 7. Martin Williams now has his work cut out. But he picks up an ace on lane 16.
Even -8 as well.
So Balazs Tompa and Tom Loftus also coming in with 26, tied for the best score of the tournament at the moment. It's Balazs Tompa, Tom Loftus sitting at the top of the leaderboard with Ben Casti and Tony Davis, who also posted a 26. So at the moment, 26 is the score to beat. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy coming in with the 28. Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Garth on 8 under after 17 lanes. So it looks like they're on track for a 26 as well. Could possibly, well, it could be anything, but at the moment, they scored 2 on lane 18. It'll be a 26. Some good scores here so far. It's the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. Players playing in pairs of 2. 3 rounds of best ball. That's where both players play a lane individually and only the best score counts. After the first 3 rounds, there will be a cut with the top 2 pairs going head to head in an alternating shot format. And at the moment, Balazs Tompa, Tom Loftus have posted 26. Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis also 26. Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Garth on track to possibly post 26. Could be a 25. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy with 28. So after 1 round out of 3 before the cut, the scores are very close at the top. So Mark Garth there having a bit of a nightmare on lane 6. It will be Kim Carson to try and get them out of this mess. No, they will drop a shot on lane 6. And now Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis, who currently have the joint best score with a 26 posted in the first round, next to attempt lane 6. So it'd be Mark Garth now next on lane 7. And in the end, Sevi Kukielka and James Kirsten Garth did post a 28 for their first round. So looking at the leaderboard quickly, we have Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis, 26, joint best score of the round. Balazs Tompa, Tom Loftus also with 26. Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Garth and Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy both with 28s. Martin Williams, Jane Paradise and Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, 29. So far, a lot of pairs still in it. As the first round here of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase is finished.
Break you are, aren't you? Hey, you're having a nice break.
He's having a nice
Having a game of flu.
Join the rest.
Join
Join the rest.
We're obviously a bit ahead of everybody else.
We're very quick. right
in the corner.
In
With
the
pace.
corner
With pace.
of
Don't
the...
hit it too slow because you'll stick in the grass otherwise. And you'll come back
right.
in.
But when you say the corner, do you mean
Right in
so
the corner.
hit the
Basically,
end?
you're aiming for that flag. Yeah.
Right. Okay. End for the
Yeah,
flag.
aim for the flag with pace.
And where do you start from here?
Just about here.
In the corner. Don't be frightened to hit it.
You get some welly up into that corner. Nice. You needed to be further over, but that was the sort of pace you wanted.
Yeah, good pace.
Two did you, Mark?
Two.
I think you're playing very well myself. Don't you?
Yeah.
We're just mum and dad keeping the boy happy.
That's it. That's what I tell Sean when I take Leah everywhere. It's Leah who wants to play.
Yeah.
Leah, she's gutted because she had school today. She wanted to.
Yeah, well, James is off because the Scottish schools are off.
Oh,
Yeah, they finish up. They get 2 weeks.
Yeah, ours did. But it's next
they?
next to
Next week, isn't it?
come from Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying to your son and sister, actually, not far from.
Back to the corner. Okay.
So,
So, it's very
So Ben Casti and Tony Davis off to a very good start at the moment, 5 under after 8 rounds, keeping that momentum going. Now it's Mark Gask on lane 11. A little bit wayward there for Mark. Oh dear. So Kim Curson will have the task of making sure they don't drop another shot. Could be good. Oh, too fast. And Kim Curson is in the bunker, looking to escape it, to walk away with a 2. Receiving some help there from the team, Ben Casti and Tony Davis. Good 2. Kim knows she saved the team there from dropping a shot. So next up, already on 7 under after 10 lanes, it's the pair of Ben Casti and Tony Davis on lane 11. An ace here would set them up for a very good round indeed. Will the ball turn? Will it get there? So close. So close. Good attempt. A quick look at the scores. Sorry, so far currently Ben Casti and Tony Davis on 7 under after 11. Bolash Tomper and Tom Loftus starting their first round off with 26, only on 1 under after 4 lanes, but no cause for concern at the moment. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy after posting 28 in the first round, also on 1 under after 4 lanes. In the background there. Bolash Tomper, Tom Loftus picking up an ace on lane 5. These pairings will go on to lane 6 now. First up on lane 6, Steve Sturdy. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy currently on 1 under. That is very, very slow. Not sure if he scuffed that. Not quite sure what happened, but dreadfully poor shot from Steve Sturdy on lane 6. Opting to go down the left-hand side. 3, almost certainly the best he can do here. Well, it's going to be a 4. Steve Sturdy will probably almost certainly give Bruce Sturdy a look to say, please, please, help me, help us. Ruth Sturdy now trying to save from 2 shots being dropped. Very close. So this to avoid dropping 2 shots is Ruth Sturdy for a 2 on lane 6. Oh, very nice from Ruth Sturdy. Next up, Tom Loftus. Tom Loftus, Bodash Tom, but 2 under after 5 after picking up an ace there on lane 5. So Tom Loftus now lane 6. Not quite. Good attempt though. Ooh, just drops in the left side of the hole, opening the door now for Bodash Tompa to go for the ace. He's got the green light. He knows the highest score they can achieve now is a 2 on this lane, but he'd love an ace, so expect him to attack here. Dear me. We've had official communication coming from Richard Maud, who says a huge thank you to Steve Valerie and his team for designing and constructing such a fantastic mini golf course. So many memories and achievements. It's been a very special place for so many people. Thank you, Richard, for getting in touch with us. And now, Mark Gask on lane 16. Mark Gask currently even after 15 lanes. Good 2 from Mark. And Kim Curson now going for the ace on lane 6. Kim Curson is in the bunker, not that it matters. They'll pick up a 2 on lane 16 now. Quick look at the scores. The pair that we're looking at now, Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis, currently 9 under after 15 lanes. This would be a very nice round indeed if this goes in. And it does make that 10 under after 16. They're definitely on track for another 26 or even better. Earlier we said the magic number here the teams would be aiming for is a 25 in best ball. Meanwhile, it's Cindy Kukielka on lane 6.
Trust me. Too much time. Whether it's multiple areas. Anything you like, every hole. Yes. And the ace the most.
Oh, close. So close for Cindy Kukielka on lane 6. Can't do much better than that.
Did I do wrong last time? Did it too soft? I had it too soft last time. What did I do wrong last time?
Oh dear me, Cindy. Denied the ace by millimeters and now has a 3. But Matthew McPherson here could save the day.
Come on, ball. Good try.
I need this to avoid them dropping a shot.
If I put my ball bag over there this time, it means I'm gonna make it. Right? I guess so. Yeah. Where's the confidence? You gonna make it. You gonna make it. I trust you.
Oh dear. And they will drop a shot on lane 6. That'll move them to even par after 6 lanes. Jane Paradise now. A little bit wayward from Jane. Martin Williams has the green light to go for the ace. Not quite. And now the pair of Sevi Kukielka and James Kurson-Gask are 3 under at the moment. It's a good start from them. James Kurson-Gask here on lane 6. Also going for the rebound down the right. Good 2 from James. And Sevi Kukielka now. Oh, beautiful ace from Sevi Kukielka on lane 6. Really good stuff. That will take them to 4 under after 6 lanes on a very good start to their second round. Could jump them up a couple of places to the leaderboard. Remember, only the top 2 pairs will qualify for the final round where the alternate ball format will be played. see Tom Loftus now on lane 11. I think it's going to miss right. He thought it might be in though. Not today, Tom. I'm sure we'll see a good celebration from you later though. Our featured lanes at the moment are lanes 6, 11 and 16. Very shortly we will be following featured groups around the course for all 18 lanes. So you get a chance here, and unfortunately it is a final chance to see all 18 lanes being played. Boras Trompa now, next on lane 11.
Not that you were going to leave it in there either, but...
And not that it matters, but Boras Trompa is in the bunker. Emerging story here so far, having a quick look at the leaderboard, is that Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis have back-to-back 26s, while Tompa and Tom Loftus currently 5 under after 10, after also posting 26 in the first round. Sevi Kukielka and James Kersen-Gask on 6 under after 9. Martin Williams, Jane Paradise 4 under after 9. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy just 3 under after 11. And shortly we'll be seeing the group of 3. That's Sevi Kukielka, James Kersen-Gask, Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, Martin Williams and Jane Paradise on lane 11. And James Kersen-Gask now on 11. Wind is picking up a little bit here. Could be impacting some players. It's a miss from James. So Sevi Kukielka then, potentially to save the day, it's Sevi Kukielka on lane 11. This to prevent their pairing from dropping a shot. Oh dear. Sevi Kukielka is in the bunker. So, tricky escape required here. Make sure work of it though, and that they will avoid dropping the shot on lane 11. The Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Gas, 7 under after 11. Balazs Trompa, Tom Loftus, 5 under after 13. A little bit of work to do if they want to get another 26 like their first round. Martin Williams, Jane Paradise on 5 under after 12. Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy, 4 under after 13. And Matthew McPherson and Cindy Kukielka, 2 under after 12. Oh dear, Kim Kirsten not able to get up the hill there. Yeah, and I think the best Kim will be able to do now is a 3 that sets us up quite nicely up for that. Oh dear me, back down the hill. To be for 5. Mark Gass is going to have to come in and save the day. Oh, the Mark Gask is in the bunker. He can't get this in 2. They will be dropping shots here. Oh dear me, bunker to bunker for Mark Gask. Okay, Steve Sturdy now on lane 16. Steve Sturdy currently just 4 under, playing with Bruce Sturdy. And Steve Sturdy is in the bunker. Good escape though. Roof Sturdy then going for the ace. Oh, not finding it, so that'd be a 2 for Roof Sturdy and Steve Sturdy. So Sevi Kukielka, James Kirsten Gas on a good round. 8 under after 14. Tom Loftus Balaj Tomper 6 under after 16. Martin Williams, Jane Paradise 6 under after 14. Steve Studdy, Ruth Studdy 4 under after 16. Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka 3 under after 15. This is the group now of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. Remember, they have posted 2:26s so far today. They'll pick up a 2 here on lane 11. Now Kim Curson on lane 11. And Kim Cursor, yet again, is in the bunker. Cindy Kukielka now on lane 16. Cindy Kukielka playing with Martin McPherson, currently on 3 under after 15. This is their chance to go 4 under. Meanwhile, Mark Gask, close on 11. Good 2 pick up there for Mark Gask on 11. So Cindy Kukielka on 16, looking to go 4 under. Just makes it up the volcano. Now Cindy's playing partner. Oh, good ace there. That was Jane Paradise, not Cindy's playing partner. Martin Williams is playing partner. So they will move to 7 under after 16. Good result. And James Curson Gask now. Oh, narrowly misses 16 again. Good attempt though from James. Stevi Kukielka now. This will be for 10 under. Extremely good round. Getting close to that magic number of 25. Too soft. Too soft. He's disappointed with himself, you can see. So Balazs Tomper, Tom Loftus, not quite able to follow up their 26 of the first round. They're on 30. They posted a 30 in their second round. They're currently on 16 under par. Martin Williams and Jane Paradise though on 7 under after 16 lanes. 7 Kukielka, James Curson Gask on 9 under after 16 lanes. See in the flags in the background, the wind has certainly picked up as the day has progressed. Just about to see Sevi Kukiako dropped in an ace there on lane 17. That will move them to 10 under for the round. Could be about to register the lowest score for the tournament so far. Previously, that was 26. Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis so far back-to-back 26s, and then 8 under after 13 lanes. Very strong tournament for them so far. They look set to make the cut with just 5 lanes left to go in this third round. Remember, only 2 pairs will make the cut, and they will go head-to-head in the final round that will be played in alternating shot format. So now it's a group of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. Just about to finish the third round. They're currently 9 under. This is them on lane 16. So this to save 2 on lane 16. Doesn't quite find a dish. So now to prevent them from dropping any shots here, 10 under currently for the round after posting 26 and 26 in the first 2 rounds. It's a team of Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. Not up the volcano. So this will be tough. It's this to avoid dropping a shot. Just about finds the hole, just about avoids dropping a shot. Great shot there. They remain 10 under. Kim Kirsten now. And it's an ace for Kim Kirsten. Fantastic ace. Okay, taking a quick look at the results. Ben Casti, Tony Davis, 26, 26, 25. They've now got a nervous wait to see if they will qualify for the final round where two teams, two pairs will go head to head, and one of them will be crowned champion of the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. Sevi Kukielka, James Curson Gus, 28, 26. Bolaj Tompa and Tom Loftus, 26, 30. So two shots behind Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Cask. Martin Williams, Jane Paradise, 29, 29. Potentially could also qualify as well. Steve Sturdy, Bruce Sturdy, probably out of this at this point with a 28 and 33. So still all to play for in terms of who will qualify for that final round where two pairs will go head to head. Right now, we're just waiting for the third and final group of Sevi Kukielka, James Curson, Garth, Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukielka, Martin Williams, and Jane Paradise to start their third and final round before the cut happens, where the top two pairs will face off in the final, where alternate ball style will be played. The moment it looks like it's a battle between Sevi Kukielka, James Curson, Gas, Balaj Tompa, Tom Loftus to make that qualification spot. Martin Williams and Jane Paradise also in with an outside chance. And we can see here the group of Tom Loftus, Balazs Trompa, Steve Sturdy, and Ruth Sturdy. They'll be on our featured lane, lane 6, very soon. In the final round, we will be following a featured group. Well, there's only one group in the final round, so we will be following that group around the course for all 18 lanes here, giving people watching at home a final chance to see a tournament being played here across all 18 lanes at Aces Minigolf Gloucester. Okay, just in the background, we can see Balazs Trompa on lane 5. Tom Loftus scoring a 2 here, so it's all about the ace for Balazs Trompa. Not quite the big celebration that Tom Loftus wanted. Ruth Sturdy now lane 5 in the background. And Steve Sturdy now. Ace for Steve Sturdy on lane 5. Think, though, it's a bit too little too late for that pair. Scoring 33 in round 2. Balazs Trompa and Tom Loftus only on 1 under after 5, so if they're going to qualify, they'll certainly need to start finding aces fast. Tom Loftus is going to see if he can do just that here. It's Tom Loftus on lane 6. Good 2 for Tom. And Balazs Trompa now. Looking for the ace. This team, this pair needs to start finding them if they are going to qualify for the final round. Not quite. Good attempt. Okay, so it's a free for Ruth Burke on lane 6. Sorry, Ruth Sturdy. Speaking of, Steve Sturdy now with a green light to go for the ace on lane 6. Not quite, so that'd be a 2 for that pair on lane 6.
That's not what you're supposed to do to a teammate. Put it. Yeah, baby! Woo! We still haven't got this downhill. Go ball. Don't do what I did. Don't hit that stupid rock. It's not your friend.
Okay, the final group are ready to start the third and final round before the cut. Playing first will be Martin Williams and James Paradise, followed by Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Gask, and then Matthew McPherson and Cindy Kukielka.
Go ball. You're already in for the 2, yeah? Alright, cool. So if I understood how you guys play mini golf here, when Sevy's taking his putt,
So the final group have started now, the third and final round before the cut. Kukiaka, James, Curtis and Gar starting off with an ace in their first lane. Martin Williams and James Paradise are on even par after 2 lanes. And Matthew McPherson, Cindy Kukiaka also on even par over just the 1 lane. Very shortly, we will be seeing Tom Loftus and Balazs Tompa, Steve Sturdy and Ruth Sturdy on lane 11. It's one of our three featured lanes here today. After this round, we will be following the one and only group around all 18 lanes as the 2 pairs that are remaining after the cut battle it out to become the champion of the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. So do stick with us for coverage of that final. At the moment, it looks like Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis have got clear through to that final with rounds of 26, 26, 25. Sevi Kukiaka, James Curson Gask, and Balazs Tompa, Tom Loftus, Martin Williams, James Paradise, all battling to reach that final round at the moment. So Tom Loftus now on lane 11. Shortly we'll be watching the group of 3 pairs as well on lane 6. For now, it's Tom Loftus on lane 11. Tom Loftus, Bodas Chomper currently on 3 under. They'll need a few more aces if they are to qualify, and Tom couldn't find one here. Bodas Chomper now. Desperately looking for that ace that might see them through to the final round. Hits the rock. And that's not going to do it. Steve Sturdy now on lane 11. Giving Ruth Sturdy the green light now to go for the ace on lane 11. Ruth Sturdy and Steve Sturdy currently 3 under after 10. Also their chances of qualifying slowly starting to slip away. Ruth Sturdy though with an ace on lane 11. Great job. Jane Paradise now on lane 6. Going a long way round. Avoiding the bunker, however. Martin Williams now on lane 6. Narrowly misses the ace. He'll pick that up. It'll be a 2 for Martin Williams and Jane Paradise. Next up, Sevi Kukielka and James Kirsten Gask. Currently looking to qualify for the final round. They're on a very healthy 3 under after 5 lanes. James, we know he favours a rebound shot. And Sevi Kukielka now on lane 11. Close for Sevi. And Cindy Kukielka finally from this final group. Good attempt from Cindy. Giving Matthew McPherson now the green light to go ahead and attack for the ace. Then the highest score they can get is a 2. Good attempt, but not to be for Matthew McPherson. And so switching featured lanes here. Thanks to Sevi Kukiaka, we're now looking at slightly wonky. Lane 7. Martin Williams now on lane 7. After this round, the two best pairs will proceed to a head-to-head final round, and we will be following them around all 18 lanes of this course. So do stick with us for coverage of that. As James Kirsten Gask, not quite finding the ace here on lane 7. Sevi Kukiaka next up on lane 7. Narrowly misses. And Cindy Kukiaka now on lane 7. Oh, very close for Cindy. And now Matthew McPherson on lane 7. Goes up the hill, round the corners at the back. Hope to drop it in. Two very close shots for that pair. None of them with any success though. Scores currently, Balazs Tompa, Tom Loftus 6 under after 14 lanes. Running out of time to find those aces. Steve Sturdy, Ruth Sturdy, 5 under after 14. Martin Williams and Jane Paradise just 1 under after 8. Lane 9 now, the pipe lane. You want to drop it into the pocket marked with red. Very nicely done there by Jane Paradise. Next to attempt that will be James Curson Gask. James playing the rebound. Not quite the rebound. Finding the wrong pipe, I believe. Oh no, okay. So Sevi Kukiaka required to save things for them, otherwise it will be a drop shot. Sevi finding the correct pipe. And finding the ace. Sydney Kukiaka now. Yep, that's in the right pipe. And Cindy picks up an ace, nicely done. On lane 8. Meanwhile, we have the pairs of Tom Loftus, Balazs Tompa, Steve Sturdy, Ruth Sturdy about to play lane 16. James Carson Gas now on lane 9. Tom Loftus. Still denied his celebration on lane 16. Steve Sturdy in the top right on lane 16. And Steve Sturdy on 16 is in the bunker, as is Jane Paradise on 11. Martin Williams now on lane 11. Steve Sturdy manages to escape the bunker on 16. Martin Williams now is in the bunker. Bruce Sturdy in top right on 16. And next up on lane 11 is Sevi Kukielka. Oh, fantastic ace from Sevi Kukielka, helping his chances of qualifying. Balazs Tompa and Tom Loftus will be looking to finish with a couple of aces. They're really going to have any chance of qualifying for the final round. Cindy Kukielka on 11 is in the bunker. It's Kukioka now. On lane 12. Not quite for Sevi. And Shinji Kukioka lane 12. Lane 13 here. Very close to the ace there for Jane Paradise on lane 13. Good to pick up though. Martin Williams now on lane 13. No ace, unfortunately, for Martin. James Curson Gas now on lane 13. All players here favouring the rebound shot. So James clears the runway for Sevi Kukioka to attempt the ace. Sevi going front door and finds it straight in the middle of the hole.
Unlucky.
Getting Martin Williams there, narrowly missing the ace, so it looks like time is running out for this pair. Almost certainly now it will be a final between Ben Casti and Tony Davis. And Sevi Kukioka and James Kirsten Gask, who's playing now, but finds himself in the bunker. On lane 15. So Sevi Kukioka here, required to save this pair from dropping a shot. Close and Sevi, but that should be a 2. So no dropped shot for this pair. And now Matthew McPherson. Oh, fantastic ace from Cindy Kukielka on lane 15. What a shot. Unfortunately, probably too late for this pair, but nice to finish with some flair. Now lane 16, it's Jane Paradise up first. Finds the roof of the volcano. Martin Williams now looking for the ace on 16. And he finds it. James Curson Gask now on lane 16. Finds the roof, but no ace. So Sevi will be able to attack this now. No risk of going into the bunker. And Matthew McPherson now on lane 16. Just drops it in for an ace. Good shot there from Matthew. Lane 17 now, and it will be Jane Paradise to go first. With a clear 4-stroke lead at the moment, it does look like James Curson Gask and Sevi Kukielka will be playing Ben Casti and Tony Davis in the final. Great ace there from Jane Paradise. Next up, James Curson Gask on lane 17. Another pipe hole. James going for the rebound though. In a bit of trouble here is James. Sevi Kukielka also going for the rebound. He finds it. And he finds the ace as well. Sevi Kukielka with an ace on lane 17. Textbook stuff from Sevi. Sevi Kukielka now. Also finds a rebound. Not quite the right angle though. And Matthew McPherson. Okay, so one more lane for our third and final group. After that, we will Make the cut for the top two pairs that will be playing head to head in the final round. It looks very much like it will be Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis, and Sevi Kukielka with James Curson Gask. We'll take a quick break, about 20 to 30 minutes, but we will keep the stream on. So do not go anywhere. And then one final round, head to head between two pairs, playing the alternating shot format. At the end of that, one pair will be crowned champion of the first ever WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase. Do not go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss that. Oh, Jane Paradise here having a bit of trouble on 18. If for Jane, so Martin Williams here will have to save the day. No waste, but should make that for a 2. James Curson Gask now. Not really a rebound lane. Most players will be playing to the left of the rock and looking to swing the ball right to left into the hole. A bit too hard there for Sevi Kukielka. Perhaps some adrenaline, knowing that he's almost certainly going to be in the final round. And Cindy Kukielka and Matthew McPherson rounding off this final round. It will be, unfortunately, the last time for most of these players competing here at Aces Minigolf Gloucester. Okay, we'll be back in about 20 to 30 minutes to bring you coverage of that final round. Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis going head to head with Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Gask. Do not miss that.
let me make sure the tension's good for you. Okay. Yeah, seems good.
Okay. So when you move in it, when you hold it, like in the middle,
So
when you move.
I would hold it here to keep this steady, because otherwise this can wobble. So I'd hold it here and do that, and then when they're done, just pick it up, find
that's
somewhere
what
to
I think.
plonk it.
Yeah. So
Cool,
if we
thank you very
wanna-
much.
Well, we can put it down now, no?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can put yours at the beginning of lane 1. Yeah. Actually, I can just take this whole thing off. Just lefty loosey, right?
I want to ask you something, by the
Yes.
way. Is it okay if I clip out my aces from the stream last time? Yeah? Thank you.
Okay, we are moments away from starting the final round here. The group of James, Curson, Gask, and Sebi Kukiako will be playing first. James is going to go first on all of the even lanes. And Sebi will play first on all of the odd lanes. After these 18 lanes, one of these pair, the crown champion of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event. Lane 2 now, it's the even lane, so Sebi Kukiako will start. Followed by Tony Davis. Players are now playing in the alternating shot style. James, Curse and Gast start first on lane 3. Sebi Kukiako now on lane 4. It's an ace for Sebi Kukiako. And Tony Davis now on lane 4. Also an ace. So nothing separating these two pairs at the moment as we move around to lane 5. James, Curson, Gas now on lane 5. Going for the rebound off the back. Good attempt. So we will pick that up for 2. So just one ace so far for both our players here. Ben Cassidy now. Very close. It's in. It is in. So it's Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis who takes the early lead here after 5 lanes. Scores will register in a second. And now lane 6, Sevi Kukielka to start. Narrowly misses. And James Gas now with a little bit of a test, receiving some help from his playing partner, Sevi Kukielka. But it's soft. So they will drop a shot there. Next up, Tony Davis on lane 6. Already with a 2-stroke lead. This could extend it to 3. Close, and he's lipped out, giving Ben Cassidy a little bit of a test here. This to maintain a 2-stroke lead. He does it. So after 6 lanes, it's Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with a 2-stroke lead over Sevi Kukielka and James Kirsten Gask. It's the final of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Doubles Showcase event. James Kirsten Gask to start lane 7. Players now playing alternating shot. James is through the logs and leaves Sevi Kukielka a test there for 2. Sevi sees it off though. They will stay 2 strokes behind Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. It's Ben Cassidy to go first on lane 7. This to extend their lead to 3. Close shot, but a bit of a better result. Tony Davis now receiving the instructions pretty much to go straight at the hole. Misses. Carelessly gives the stroke back. Already full of drama. Now Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis just have a 1-stroke lead. Sevi Kukielka now on lane 8 with 1-stroke deficit to get back. Playing it to the back around the hill. Rebound. Not quite for Sevi. Over now to James Kirsten Gask. These 2 pairs going head to head in the final round as James's shot just about drops in. Ben Cassidy, Tony Davis, 1 stroke behind. Sorry, 1 stroke in front, and they can increase that to 2 here. Going round the back. Now the pipe hole players here aiming for the red entrance to the pipe. Has it got enough speed to find the red? Yes, it does. How's their luck? It's good. So that's an ace for Sevi Kukielka, James Curson Gask. They draw level with Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis, but they still have this lane to play. So if they get an ace here, they can keep their one-stroke lead. It's Ben Cassidy going first. He finds the red entrance. And that finds a hole. So after 9 lanes now, it's Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with a one-stroke lead. Lane 10. Sevi looking to find a rebound bar. Sevi's going first. Has a deficit of one stroke. Would love to make it back here. Sevi Kukielka on lane 10. He's through the rocks. He's found the rebound bar. And he's found the hole. Sevi Kukielka with an ace on lane 10. Drawing him even with Ben Cassidy. Drawing them even with Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. It's Tony Davis now. Needs this for the one-stroke lead. And he finds it. So Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis, after 10 lanes, keep their one-stroke lead. The narrowest of leads as we enter the final 8 lanes. On lane 11, one of our featured lanes today, it will be James Curson Gus to go first. It's a tough ace. We've seen that all day. Okay, Sevi Kukielka here will get 30 centimetres relief from this rock obstacle. Chooses not to take it all. Of course, it's a maximum 30 centimetre relief. Easily in the hole for Sevi. So Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis, an ace here would extend their lead to 2 clear strokes. But it's not to be. Tony Davis should mop this up. Okay, on now to lane 12, and it's still Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with a one-stroke lead. Sevi Kukielka aiming to go jump across the water. Up to the back. Not quite. Tony Davis now. Also jumping across the water, going towards the back. Line looks good. It's in the hole. Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis have a 2-stroke lead after an ace from Tony Davis on lane 12. Ben Sevi Kukielka and James Curson Gas now looking for that ace. Have a 2-stroke deficit. James Curson Gas not able to find the ace there on lane 13. There's a 2 for Sevi Kukielka. Cleans it up methodically, calmly, as now Ben Cassidy has a chance to increase their lead to 3. So close. So close to being 3 clear strokes in the lead. Tony Davis should mop this up. So with 5 lanes left to go here at the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase event, it's Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with a 2-stroke lead. We've seen Sevi Kukielka get an ace here earlier. He would love one now. And he gets one. Sevi Kukielka with an ace on lane 14, potentially just putting a little bit of pressure on Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. They need an ace here to keep their 2-stroke lead. And they get it. Wow. Back-to-back aces, the drama non-stop here in the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase. Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis holding on to their 2-stroke lead. 4 lanes now left to play. It's James Kirsten Garth going first on lane 15. The rebound. Not quite for James. Because the ball's landed in the rough, Sevi will have to keep the ball in the rough. You're not allowed relief to move the ball out of the rough. 2 though for Sevi. Ace here would extend their lead to 3. Ben Cassidy. Not quite. Avoids the rough though. With this much pressure, even the smallest of putts can be a challenge. Tony Davis now. Confident stroke. 3 lanes left, and it's Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis with a 2-stroke lead. Sevi Kukielka now to play lane 16. The Volcano. Really does need an ace here. And he gets one. Now, this is probably the most dangerous lane on the course. This could put the pressure on Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. An ace required here from Tony Davis to keep the 2-stroke lead. But whatever you do, find the top of the Volcano. Do not go into the bunker. Do not throw that 2-stroke lead away. And Tony Davis is in the bunker! So it's great escape here. Would put their lead to 1 stroke. So this to keep the narrowest of leads, just a 1-stroke lead. It's Ben Cassidy looking to come out of the bunker. He doesn't. And he's off the Volcano. Drama here on the 16th lane of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase. Tony Davis now needs this putt to stay level. Doesn't find it, but finds the top of the Volcano. It's a 4 for Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis as they throw away a 2-stroke lead. It's now Sevi Kukielka and James Kirsten Garth leading by 1 stroke with just 2 lanes left to go before we decide the champion of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase. It's James Kirsten Garth now on lane 17. The rebound. And it's way, way, way too short. It's way too short. Sevi Kukielka now knows he has a 1-stroke lead. Knows he needs this. He gets it. Pressure now on Ben Cassidy. An ace here to draw even on lane 17. The 2 lanes left to go in the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase. Finds a rebound bar. Too short. You've got to give it a chance when you're trailing by one stroke. Dear me. For this to stay one stroke behind. Tony Davis does it. So, where we are, an ace for Sevi Kukielka and James Curtin Gask would guarantee them the victory.
Sorry, guys.
Sevi Kukielka on lane 18, swinging around. But no ace. Now there's a lot of pressure on James. But he handles it. So it's ace or bust for Ben Cassidy and Tony Davis. It all comes down to Tony Davis. An ace here for a playoff. They can't find the ace. The champions will be Sevi Kukielka and James Curtin Gask. It's Tony Davis on lane 18. He needs an ace. And he doesn't find it. The champions of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase are Sevi Kukielka and James Curtin Gask. And now it's over. Very shortly we will have the closing ceremony. It was up and down all the way, the decisive lane being the Volcano, lane 16. So there it is. The champions of the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour Showcase are Sevi Kukielka and James Curtin Gask. Do stick with us and we will be doing the closing ceremony very, very soon. What a round that was.
No, because he made the ace. He made the ace, and you made the 4, so that gave 3 strokes. And you were up 2. You went up by 2 on that one, I think. Okay, thank you. Really well done. More than a few people have done that in that hole. You were in a tough spot. Going on the back, on the money, he's on the rock. I tried to come off that back rock to keep it up.
Thank you. If you could maybe put one here, so I'm going to be standing about here. And Tom, if you could bring it to lane, just the beginning of lane 1, I can take it from here. Great job, by the way, both
Thank
of
you. Try.
Watch your back.
Yeah, sometimes they're playing a bit fast and start picking up, especially with me.
Because they were waiting for this to go.
Hi, Tom.